I feel like, and maybe it's just some, but I feel like it's not just social media. Like, I feel like it's multiple, like, or in real life, where it's like, I feel like because a lot of people don't have reading comprehension, it causes them to argue. Like, and I feel like, but I see it more on the internet where it's like, you can clearly see it in your face, where it's like kind of scary because it's like, are you okay? Like, it's been so many times where I've been on like Twitter or TikTok, and I'm like, because motherfuckers don't understand what you're saying, they assume you're trying to argue, and it's like, so like, what's the word? I wouldn't say pointless. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's another word where it's just like so. I guess you could say redundant. I don't know, but whereas like you're actually trying to like, I feel like social media, people forget that social media is something that I feel like you're supposed to talk to people like about certain stuff. You're supposed to have an open mind, and even if you don't agree with something, you can give your point of view if that's what you want to do, in like a kindly manner or like a regular way. But I feel like people on social media or even in real life, a lot of times too, is like motherfuckers can't do that, and it's like I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Now, me, it's been times where I'm like, people has really said some like ignorant shit, like, and it like takes me off. Like, where I've like tried to understand your point, and then you say some ignorant shit, and then now I'm like irritated as fuck. But no, like on social media, I've literally done it so many times where I'm like, I'm giving a different perspective on stuff, or just replying to somebody who has a question, like, and I'm generally answering, and they would legit start cussing you out or calling you names and all this extra shit. It's like, dude, you're not here to actually learn. You're not here to actually have a conversation. You're here to argue. You're not trying to comprehend nothing. You're not trying to learn nothing. You're here to simply just argue and feel like prove that you're right, like to yourself, like not even to nobody else, because half the time motherfuckers be wrong. It's just you want to prove to yourself that you're right. And then on the internet too, it's so easy for people to like click up and like other people that are like ignorant or like not informed on certain stuff to like click up on the internet and feel like that they're right, and to feel like, yeah, like people backing me up, people agree with me, then I must be right. And it's like, no. And then you continue to have people who are ignorant or uninformed, like uninformed, whatever. See, now I'm sounding a little slow, but misinformed, and then now it's like continuing the cycle. Like, and you came on social media and you didn't learn anything or try to like see any perspective or learn anything. Now you feel like you're right on some shit that, like, on something that's you're completely wrong about, like, or ignorant about. Like, especially when it comes to certain issues, I feel like when it comes to like woman issues or the LGBT plus community, like, it's certain stuff that I'm like, people just talk about, when it's like you're not even a part of it to even be like talking as much about it, and then when motherfuckers try to inform you, you get mad because you don't comprehend or even know what we're saying. Like, and then also I feel like it's just people that just want to argue. Is like they get what you're saying, but they're trying to purposely misunderstand you just so they can keep arguing. Like, I don't know. Like, it needs to be a study, because you know how many times on Twitter where like motherfuckers have a genuine conversation, and me, I try not to say nothing on social media because I already know how it's gonna go. But I feel like back then, like literally like a year ago or whatever, like I feel like I would say more on social media when I feel like people were being low-key ignorant or maybe didn't understand or didn't see a point of view, and I'll say it, or maybe I'll back up somebody else who already said it, like, and I see that they didn't understand it. And you'll have motherfuckers come at you crazy, or you'll have people literally explain it, or you'll explain it to them, and it's like they still don't get it, like, or they still like acting like you're crazy or like you're the stupid one. And I'm just like, okay, like, you're just not grasping, and it's okay. Like, but it's like actually generally insane watching it. I feel like sometimes, like, on social media, even when like I'm not the one engaged in the conversation, it's like I see how some people completely misinterpret interpreted or like completely misunderstood somebody on purpose to not understand what they were talking about. And I feel like that is, you're generally a psycho if you do that. Because what are you on social media for? Actually communicating with people if you're not trying to learn and like get different viewpoints. Like, because this time on social media, I'll have an opinion. It's like it wouldn't completely change, but I'll get a different perspective all based off somebody else. I'm like, oh, you right. Like, it might be a tweet I liked, and then I'm like, oh, I read the comments. I'm like, and I'll unlike something because I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't see it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all not coming up here to actually have genuine conversations and learn from each other. Because I feel like that's what social media should be about as well. You know, y'all come up here to argue and be negative. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. But it's times I would literally see other people interacting in certain dialogue, and I'm like, I would see people completely misunderstand them. Or even times I would say something on a video, like, to give a different perspective, like, and motherfuckers literally catch an attitude, like, and I'm like, girl, your video or your tweet, whatever, is on a public platform. Are you expecting everybody to agree with you or, like, not give you different perspectives on your shit? Like, this is on a public platform. I ain't even cuss you out. I ain't say you were stupid. I ain't say none of that. I just gave a different perspective or added my little 2 cents because you posted on a public platform. And then now, you catch an attitude with me, like, I'm stupid. Like, or calling me names, like, instantly. It's like, damn, like, but I don't know, like, social media is and it isn't a real place. Like, because I don't like when people say, like, oh, it's not a real place, because it is real people on it, like, who say their real opinions, like, which be ignorant a lot of the times, like, so I don't want to say it's not, but it isn't a real place either, because motherfuckers be trolling, like, it be fake accounts. Some people literally go on social media just to do that, just to get engagement from even a lot of these influencers or celebrities. Like, they say and do stuff they know they can get engagement from, because they get paid from engagement as well. So it's like, it's a real, but it's also not completely real. Like, some stuff you gotta take with a, like, grain of salt. But yeah, that's my opinion. Like PSA, like, don't go on social media purposely being ignorant and purposely misunderstanding somebody just because you want to argue. Slow down, read what they said again and again if you got to, so you can understand instead of trying to argue. That's it.